What if you found out that less than 1%, less than 1% of your profit comes from the majority of your coaching clients? What if you found out that more than 90% of your profit comes from just 5 clients in your coaching business? Hello, beautiful, and welcome to High-Ticket Sales for Women in the Prosperous Womb. So what has so many women in high-ticket sales be, profit foolish and income wise? So many women come to the coaching, their coaching businesses wanting to make high income months. They focus on 100K months, 7-figure months, and they forget that income months support you to pay the mortgage and the bills, but they don't create wealth or spaciousness in your coaching business or in any business. So what is eating up the profits? Okay, forget about the large teams and the big market budgets and all of that, but where are the profits going, and why is it that women are so focused on revenue and income, and not on the thing that's going to create for them a sustainable, long-term going concern, a sustainable coaching business that is profitable, that supports them and wraps around their lives? So here's the thing. One of the things I invite women to do, because as an accountant, one of the things that I look at is not revenue. I don't care about revenue. I look at your profits. So when women come in and say to me, I made $1.4 million last month, or I made $770,000, I don't care about that. What was your profit? And they say, what made me? Why does that matter? I made 7 figures last month. But what amount of that is profit? If all of that is revenue and that your expenses are $650,000 because you have such a large team, where's the profit? Because that is the part of your business that is sustainable. That's the part of the business that creates a spaciousness, that allows you and supports you to grow as a person, as a woman, and invest in yourself, invest in your family, and do the things you want to do, so that you're not creating a second job for yourself. You actually have a profitable business. I invite women to consider this one thing, that the same amount of effort, cost, and time that it takes you to create a 5K client or to sell a $997 offer is the same amount of income, cost, time, energy, joy, life that is going to take to sell $1 million coaching offer. There is no difference in selling $1 million coaching offer, a 100K coaching offer, a 10K coaching offer, and a 1K coaching offer. Same amount of time, same amount of energy, same amount of output. That is it. So think about that in terms of your business. When you look at your high-ticket portfolio and you look at your low-ticket items, where are you investing more of your time and energy? Because it's going to cost you the same amount of time. So if you look at your clients, I invite women to do this all the time. List your clients for the last 18 months, not the last 6 months or 12 months, the last 18 months, okay? And then look to see, rank them to see where's all of the revenue coming from. You will notice that the top 10 clients bring in 80% or 85% of the revenue. Let's not even talk about profit at this point. And that 80% of your clients or 75% of your clients account for just 1% of your revenue. This happens consistently when I do profit analysis for all of these coaches. And I think to myself, but you're making 7 figures, some of you a month. You're making $700,000 a month. You're making $15 million a year. Where is the money going? So as women, we talk about wage gaps and, all this difference between the way men earn money and women earn money, the way women sell. It's not the high-ticket sales that's a problem. It's the profit analysis and the profit breakdown that's the problem. Because when you look at your revenue, you look at your costs or expenses, and you look at the profits, there's nothing in the profit breakdown box. There's nothing. Again, when you're selling low ticket, my invitation is to consider, what if I created a high ticket portfolio? You don't have to throw the baby out with the bathwater and throw out all your low ticket offers. But the reason why high ticket works and it's more profitable and sustainable is because not only are you serving deeper with clients, but you are creating profits in your business. Remember, it's not that it's easier to sell low ticket. That's just a lie, okay? It's not that it's easier to sell high ticket. I think it is, but it's not that it's easier. Forget that part. Just know that the same amount of cost, time, and energy that you put out to sell that 1K or that $997 offer is the same amount of time it's going to take you to sell $1 million offer. And the audience that you're selling that $4,000 offer to is the same audience that's going to buy your $400,000 coaching offer. You don't have to go back and get a new audience. You just have to up-level your message and share to the people that are interested in paying you $400,000 for an offer. and stop talking to the people who are paying you 4K, and then put that 4K on automation or something so that it sells to them when they want it. But you're speaking directly to your 400K offers and your $1 million clients. That way, you bring in the money to create the spaciousness to sell as many low-ticket items as you want when you have the profit base to do that in your business. So let me know how this lands for you, but I'm going to dive into more profit-based videos because from an accounting perspective, I think it's heartbreaking to see so many women in high-ticket sales focusing on high-ticket months instead of creating a profit-based business.